Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna be doing another full face look using only one brand, and guess what? The brand that I'm gonna be using is Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm using her products since forever. I think I'm gonna be doing an everyday look, and as you can see I haven't done my eyebrows yet just because I want to show you step by step how I'm doing my eyebrows, how I'm doing the eye look, how I'm doing the face look, and I really hope that you guys will enjoy the final result. So if you're new here, I'm doing this type of looks once a week. So basically next week we will have another full face look using only one brand. So I really hope that by the end you will hit that subscribe button and join the family. Now without any other introduction, let's move on with the full face look. Okay, so first thing first, I'm gonna be doing my eyebrows, and only after that I'll move on with the face makeup and the eye makeup as well. And for the eyebrows, I'm using these two bad boys. They are not leaving anywhere. They are always in my makeup kit. I'm using them for each of the looks that I'm doing. Honestly, for each of them, I'm definitely obsessed with both of them. I also love the brow pen from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's so easy to work with it. This is how it looks like. It's very easy to create those false hairs when it comes to your eyebrows. And I also love the brow wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Mine is in soft brown. It has two ends, and that's why it's very easy and comfortable to work with it. So we have here at this end the pencil, and at this end we have the brush, which basically is gonna help us so much to style the eyebrow, to brush the eyebrow, the hairs upwards before I start to fill in any empty places. Today, I don't think I'm gonna be using the brow wiz, even though I'm definitely obsessed with it, and it's my first choice when it comes to do an eyebrow look. I kinda enjoy the finish of my eyebrows each time I'm using the brow frizz. So basically, I'm gonna be starting with the brow frizz. I'm gonna be using Anastasia Beverly Hills 7B. This is the brush which I definitely think you should have it in your makeup kit, even if you are a makeup artist, even if you are not a makeup artist and you are not doing professional makeup. I suggest you to have it in your makeup kit because it's so easy to work with it. So what I'm going to be doing is to take a small amount of product, a small amount of brow frizz, and I'm going to apply it on my eyebrows. Make sure you don't take too much because a little bit goes a long way. And I'm just gonna apply it right over here. You see, it's so easy, so easy to apply it. You'll see that the eyebrows stay in place so nice, so well. My eyebrows are usually very stubborn, and it's kind of difficult to find a product that is gonna make them stay like that. So what I'm doing now is to brush the hairs upwards, and after that I'm gonna give the final shape. And now, because I don't want my hairs to stay like this, like crazy, I'm just gonna take my brush and fix them and give them the shape that I want, the final shape that I want. I'm gonna be doing the same thing for the other eyebrow. Don't forget that a little bit goes a long way, so you don't have to apply too much product. I've tried to apply a little bit more product than usual, hoping that my eyebrows will look better, but honestly, they don't stay in place if you're applying too much. So this is the secret. Don't apply too much product. So I zoomed in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. This is how the eyebrows look like after I've applied the brow frizz. Now I'm gonna move on with the medium brown brow powder duo. This is how it looks like. I'm always using it for my eyebrows. It doesn't look that nice because I'm using it all the time. And now I'm gonna be using the other end of the brush. This is what I've used first to apply the brow frizz, and now I'm gonna be using this angled brush to fill in any empty places and give the final shape of my eyebrows. You see, it's so handy to have one of these brushes in your makeup kit. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills 7B eyebrow brush, and I definitely think it's such a good option. So I'm gonna take a small amount of product. I make sure that is not too much on the brush, and I'm gonna be using this mirror and fill in any empty places. Start with the middle of my eyebrow, and I just create soft eyebrows. So I make sure I'm not using too much product. I'm also gonna apply a little bit right over here just because I want to fill in any empty places, but make sure that you are not applying too much product. In that case, you'll have angry eyebrows and you don't want to have angry eyebrows. Now, as you can see, the shape is quite good, so I don't feel like I need to apply too much product. I'm just trying to make it look as natural as possible. If by the end I'll feel that I need to do a few more hair strokes, I'm gonna come back and I'll be using the brush to fill in any empty places, to draw any hair strokes, or I'm gonna be using the brow pen and just create them and make them look as natural as possible. I'm gonna be doing the same thing for the other eyebrow, and we are almost ready. You see, it's so easy to do your eyebrows. I have some empty places here, more than I have at this eyebrow, so I always start with this one because it's easier to do it, and having this one done is gonna help me so much to make the other one similar with this one. You don't have to have your eyebrows looking the same. It's nothing wrong if they are a little bit different. Sometimes mine are not sisters, they are not even cousins. It's perfectly fine because our face is not symmetrical, so you don't have to do your eyebrows symmetrical. Again, I'm trying to follow the natural shape of my eyebrows and fill in where is the case, or maybe draw some hair strokes. Okay, now I don't know what should I be doing. I think I'm gonna be doing the face makeup, and after that I'm gonna be doing the eye makeup. Sometimes when I'm using the soft glam palette, is this one. This is how it looks like, because the eyeshadows are a little bit dusty, and because the product, the eyeshadow, is basically going on my face or underneath the eyes when I'm working with it, I make sure that I do the eye makeup first, and after that I'm gonna be doing the face makeup, just because I want to keep it clean. I want it to look good by the end, and it's better like this rather than coming back after that, after you finish your makeup, and try to retouch it and make it look good. So I've applied my skincare, I've applied the primer, so I'm gonna move on with the foundation. And the foundation that I'm gonna be using is Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. Is this one. I'm using it for a while now. As you can see, it's only half of it left, and this one is in shade 250C. I love so much the foundation, I love so much the texture, I love so much the finish. Is very easy buildable, the coverage is also super good. Let me show you. It's so easy to work with it, it's so easy to blend it up, and it lasts so good during the day. As you can see, this shade, it's a little bit darker than my natural shade, but let's apply it and let's see how it's actually going to look like by the end. So I'm just gonna apply it using my fingers. I'm gonna use this one that I've applied right over here. So I don't want to apply too much product. I'm gonna make sure that I blend this one very well. It's gonna be a natural look, it's gonna be an everyday look, so I don't need too much coverage. Now I'll take the damp beauty blender and I'm just gonna go all over the face with the foundation. I'm also gonna apply it downwards on my neck to make sure that I have the same color. You see how good it covers and how beautiful is the finish. I'm so happy that I'm filming today using the natural light, because it's so important for you guys to see how the products look like in the natural light. My beauty blender, it's an all beauty blender, but I love it so much because I noticed that they are actually better, they are doing a better job when they are not that new. So make sure to apply the foundation downwards on your neck. God, I love so much the finish, you see? It's so beautiful. And I didn't use too much product. So if you want to have a little bit more coverage, if you need a little bit more coverage, then you can take the beauty blender and apply it only on those particular places where you want to have a little bit more coverage. For example, like I did right over here. You see, and keep it natural as well. You can also use your fingers to apply it. You can also use a brush, a foundation brush. I've tried all the options. I love the finish with all of them each time. The finish is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go with the foundation a little bit more downwards on my neck and on my decollete, because I want to have like a very similar shade. Okay, so this is how it looks like. I love so much the finish. It's really beautiful. I'm gonna leave it like this, and now I'm gonna move on with the contouring palette, the creamy contouring palette, which is, again, it's so beautiful. This is how it looks like. So this one has 6 shades. We have the banana shade, which is this one, which is more like a little bit yellow, and it can be used if you have any redness. Then we have the neutral shade, which should be suitable for everyone, and then we have the fair shade, which I love to use it when when I want to highlight or maybe apply it underneath the eyes, when I want to illuminate that area a little bit. And then we have 3 more shades, which I love to use, all of them for contouring: Java, Light Sculpt, and Havana. I love so much the texture of this palette. It's so easy to work with it, and if you are a makeup artist, I'm pretty sure that you will love to have it in your makeup kit, because it's suitable for all skin types, it's suitable for all skin tones, and basically you don't need anything else when it comes to contouring, you know. So what I'm gonna be doing is to use a brush. This one is Sephora Pro Airbrush Concealer number 57. I have this brush for such a long time, I don't even know if it's available on the website. And I'm gonna go with this shade here. I'm gonna take a small amount of product, and I'm just gonna apply it right over here like this. As you can see, I applied it slightly, a little bit upwards of my cheekbones, now on the hairline, and I make sure now that I'm blending everything very nicely. And when it comes to the blending stage, what I'm doing, I'm blending everything upwards. I'm also using circular moves. And as I said, I make sure that I go with the blending upwards, not downwards, because basically you want to lift everything. You want to look younger, right? I love so much the creamy contour. It makes such a huge difference. The finish is so beautiful, and the makeup lasts longer. So you can already see the difference between this side of the face and this one. I'm gonna be blending it here as well. On the other side, you see the finish, it's already so beautiful. It's like this area here underneath my eyes and the cheekbones, it's already illuminated because the finish of the foundation is so beautiful. I'm gonna be using the same shade, and I'm applying it on the jawline. Remember, this is an everyday look, so you don't want to have a heavy contour. And now the difference, as you can see it, when I'm applying the contouring on the jawline, I make sure that I'm blending it downwards. I love so much working with a smaller brush, because in this way I can go only on those specific areas that are basically the ones that I'm interested in, rather than going with the product all over the face, and after that it's gonna be so difficult to make it look good, because I don't want the product to go everywhere. I want to apply the product only on those targeted places, specific places of the face. What I want to do now is to take the lighter shade, maybe let's mix it with the neutral one, and make sure that it's not too much, and I'm blending it a little bit on my hand, on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna apply it right over here and to clean this area here. I'm doing the same thing here. Another thing that I want to do is to illuminate the area underneath the eyes and right over here in the inner corner of the eyes, because I usually have a little bit of darkness. I make sure that it's not too much product on the brush. I don't apply too much pressure, and I'm just gonna illuminate this area here because I want to look fresh. You see, there is already a small difference. I don't want to have too much light underneath my eyes. I want to keep it natural. Hopefully I can do the same thing with the eye makeup. Nice, I love so much how it looks like. That's already a makeup for now. I'm gonna start doing my eye makeup, and it's so difficult to decide because I have three eyeshadow palettes from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which are absolutely gorgeous. Here we have Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina eyeshadow palette. Just look at these shades, they are so beautiful, so gorgeous. I don't know which one should I choose. Maybe I can go with one of these shades right over here because they are matte shades and I think they will look good for an everyday look. And I also have this eyeshadow here. This is the Pro Pigment Palette volume number 4 Norvina. Again, such a beautiful palette, and I'm using it so often for so many of my colorful looks. And we also have the Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. This was my first eyeshadow palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I was so in love with it, and I still love it so much. So I think I'm gonna be using this shade here. It's such a beautiful pinkish shade. It's called Love. Imagine this one here. And maybe, I don't know which one. I don't know, so I'm gonna start with this one. It's so hard to decide. And every time I get so excited when I have to use any eyeshadows to do my makeup. I'm gonna be using a flat brush to apply the eyeshadow all over the eyelid. This one is Leonardo number 28. I'm taking a little bit of product on the brush and make sure that it's not too much because I don't want it to go all over the place, and I'm just gonna apply it, as I said, all over the eyelid. Look how beautiful it is. Okay, so I apply it all over the eyelid. So I'm doing the same thing for the other eye. I make sure that I apply the eyeshadow all over the eyelid. And now I take a blending brush and I'm blending it nicely. Let's see, we have Morphe M433 and I just blend the product very nicely. I don't want to have any harsh lines. This is such a beautiful shade. Again, I blend the product upwards. I'm gonna take off the brush. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills, the brush that comes with the eyeshadow palette. And I'll take this eyeshadow here, which is called Base, if I'm not wrong. Yes, Base. And what I'm gonna do is to apply it in the center of the eyelid. Oh my god, it's so pigmented. Look at me now. It's so beautiful. Okay, and now I'm just blending it very nicely, the edges. I'm looking downwards because I want to apply a little bit more eyeshadow all over the eyelid, but being focused on the center of the eye. Okay, I'm doing the same thing here. I'm using the same brush that I've used to blend the first shade, the pink one. This is how it looks like by now. What I want to do is to add a little bit of light right over here underneath the eyebrows, and I'm going to be using the same eyeshadow that I've applied it in the center of my eyelid, just because I want to make a connection between all of these shades that I'm using today. So I'll take a flat brush, which is a smaller one. It's looking like this. Unfortunately, I don't know the name of it. It might be Nastel, I'm not quite sure. I have it for such a long time and you can't see the name of it anymore. So I go with the product right over here on the highest point and I blend it nicely. So beautiful. Now I'm using the same brush because I want to apply a little bit of eyeshadow right over here. I want to go a little bit up with the eyeshadow with what's left on the brush and blend it very well. Only now I can see the light behind behind me. I guess the sun is up. I woke up early this morning to make sure that I can use the natural light. to create this look. I love so much the finish. I think it looks so beautiful. So what I'm going to be doing now is to apply a little bit of mascara, and I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills Volumizing Mascara. Let me show you how the brush looks like. I'll be honest with you, when I've used this mascara for the very first time, I was super disappointed about it because I had the feeling that it's not doing anything at all. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, just a little bit, so you can see. I think it should be enough, and I'm just gonna apply it. Yeah, as I said, I was so disappointed about it because I had a feeling that it's not doing anything at all to my eyelashes, and then I reapplied it. You know, sometimes it's good to give it one more try. And I know that my eyelashes are very stubborn and so weird, so when I applied it next time, it was not that bad at all, and I've used it over and over again. You see, there is already a beautiful difference. I've used it over and over again, and I loved so much the finish. I love so much how it looks like and how it lasts during the day, because for me it's super important to have a product that lasts so well by the end of the day. I don't want to have panda eyes. I don't want to use too much product. I really will want it to look natural. I'm always looking for those products which is so easy to work with. Okay, so now I'm gonna let it dry, and after that I'm gonna come back with the second coat of mascara. And I think I'm gonna be using some false eyelashes as well. I have some natural eyelashes from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I haven't used them by now for any of the looks, so maybe we can give them a try together. This is how the eyelashes look like after one coat of mascara, and I think I'm gonna leave them like that. You can definitely leave the eye makeup like this. You don't have to apply the false eyelashes. I just want to give them a try. I'm super curious about them. So these are the natural ones, natural ones, and they are called Eleganza. Eleganza, did I pronounce it right? I don't even know if this is how you should pronounce them. Sometimes I pronounce them like in Romanian. And if you didn't know, Anastasia Beverly Hills is Romanian as well as me. Or I am Romanian as whole, because she's older than me. So yeah, I'm super proud. Let me show you. Oh, they are super natural. So beautiful. Let me show you how they look like. So pretty. I think I'm gonna have to trim them because they look like they might be too big for my eye. But first of all, let's give them a try. Let's see if they are too long or not. I always love to keep them like this for a little bit on my finger before I'm applying them. Let me show it to you one more time how beautiful they are. And let's try to apply them to see how long they are. They're nice. They're super beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna trim them a little bit, not too much, and I'm gonna apply them, and I'm coming back. Here we go, we have eyelashes. They look beautiful, but they seem a little bit big. Maybe it's just me for a natural eye look, but now I've applied them, I'm not gonna remove them. I do love the finish though. They are not too much, you know, even though they are quite long. I think that would be the only thing that makes me feel that they are not right for an everyday look. So what I'm going to be doing now is to apply a little bit more eyeshadow right over here, and ooh, I have something here on my eye brush. It's the eyelash that I trimmed. Okay, and I'm also gonna apply a little bit of eyeshadow on the outer edge of eye right over here. I'm gonna connect the eyeshadow. I'm doing the same thing right over here, and I think I'm also gonna apply a little bit of intensity, but not too much. Or no, you know what, I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna leave it like this because I love so much how it looks like, and I want to keep it fresh. I want to keep it natural. But I was ready to say that I'm gonna apply a darker shade at the outer edge of the eye, but I'm gonna apply the lighter shade in the center of the eye, as I did before, just to make it look a little bit more intense and I'm just gonna blend it very nicely with my fingers, and that's it. That's gonna be the eye makeup that I'm gonna be doing today. We are done, guys. Can you believe it? And look how beautiful the foundation looks like. I'm gonna move on with the lipstick. And God, I have 3 lipsticks from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which I'm obsessed with. I love them. Oh, I love them so much. I want to show it to you how they look like. All of them are so beautiful, and I'll try not to apply this one. It's such a beautiful shade of red, absolutely gorgeous, and you can see how well matches my nails. And I think I'm gonna be using this one just because I've tried this one before. It's such a beautiful neutral. It's called Kiss, if I'm not wrong. Yes, Kiss Matte Lipstick from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I think I'm gonna be using this one maybe because it looks a bit similar with the eyeshadow that I've used. And this one is called Sweet Pea. So let's apply this beauty now. I'm gonna apply it directly. Usually I'm using a lip brush, but now I'm gonna go all over. So beautiful. Okay, I try not to apply too much. I just love the finish, and I love the texture. It's so creamy, and even though it's matte, it's not gonna make my lips look more drier than usual. I always have this issue, and if you are here for a while, you would already know that I have dry lips almost all the time. So now I'm gonna be using a brush. This one is Leonardo number 36 to blend very nicely. To have like you know, hard contour. I really want to soft the edges very well to make it look super natural. Now I'm taking a little bit of lipstick. I'm applying it right over here on the back of my hand. Basically, it's the same lipstick that I've used on my lips, the same shade, and I'm just gonna go with right over here. Go with it right over here, and this is gonna be the blush. So I'm gonna be using the same shade. I think I'm gonna blend a little bit more the eyeshadow. One thing that I want to do for the face makeup is to use this highlighters palette. Is the Glow Kit Nicole Guerrero, and I think I'm gonna be using this shade here, and I'm applying it on top of everything. This one is 143. Looks so nice. Actually, I'm gonna blend both of these, the 143 and the Daydream. These two, I'm gonna take them like this, and I'm just gonna apply them right over here on my cheekbones. You can see the finish, it's so beautiful, it looks so glowy, the foundation looks so glowy, absolutely flawless. I love it so much. It's absolutely perfect for an everyday look. Super beautiful. And I have one more thing that I want to do. I want to use the Dewy Set, this one, the fixing spray. I'm just gonna apply it all over the face. As you saw, I didn't apply any powder just because I want to keep the glowy finish. Let's apply this one. It smells so beautiful. Okay, and I think that's it. This is the final look. I love it so much. Please let me know in the comments below if you guys love the finish, if you guys love the look that I did today. And I would really love to know which of the Anastasia Beverly Hills products you guys tried by now, or if you guys are planning to try any of them after today's video. I hope so much that you guys enjoy spending time with me here today, creating this full face look using only one brand. The next video is gonna be live on my YouTube channel next week, another full face look using one brand. In the meantime, I'll see you in the comments below, and also please make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the family, and make sure to give a thumbs up to this video and leave a comment below. In this way I will know that you guys loved watching this video, and I will be doing more of them. Thank you so much for all the love and support, and see you next time. Mwah!